Hello, good day to you all. Uh, in this video, I just wanted to demonstrate. One of my subscribers asked me if I could make a video on how to orient mortars uh, without aiming circle, just by using a compass. Well, if it is possible. Well, it's not only possible. It's pretty much a necessity to do it sometimes. So mortar people practice for that. And in this video, I don't only want to demonstrate how to do that, but I also want to somehow reach the next level and do some basic, provide some basic information on the tactical implications of small platoon mortar teams and also how to use the Vector 21, how to operate artillery as a forward observer, tactical artillery as a forward observer without maps. So in this video you will learn, you will get some tactical background, you will learn how to use the Vector 21, and you also will learn how to orient your mortar without aiming circle. So what is the situation here? I have this map, it's Altis, and I have a little tactical goal here. I have a squad here securing their positions. I have an objective here, these houses, and the squad is moving on into this house. And while the stealth is gone, the squad is compromised, it's in contact or whatever, the basic thing is that while they are advancing on their objective, they need some smoke screen in the no man's land to move through these well, this is a pretty it's an area where there is no cover, so we want to provide them smoke screen. How exactly? Well, I have a mortar team here, a platoon mortar team with an m224 mortar, and I have a forward observer who has visual on both the mortar team and on the area of these objective. So what I'm going to do here is I will direct the mortar team's fire onto the objective to provide smoke screen for the advancing squad, for my advancing squad. Well, how's it in reality? Well, let's go to the forward observer. He's the forward observer, and if the forward observer, and he should have a visual. You see, he has a visual on both. That is the mortar team. We have the mortar team there. Well, it's not a team, it's one man. It's just easier to do that instead of switching between people. And we have the objective area over there. You have the squad. You see, they are securing their position and they are moving in onto that house through this open area, and we are going to provide smoke screen somewhere here with the mortar with smoke grenades. So in order to do that, we need to give the first what we need to do, it is to give the necessary information for our mortar team. Where he is, he's there, for our mortar team, which is sitting, and where is he? There he is. There he is. He's sitting there and gazing in the sky. All the arma animations are not always proper. Anyway, you have your Vector 21. The Vector 21 is an excellent tool. In fact, it's not only that you can range things, but it can be a very good artillery tool. In order to be an artillery tool, you need to change the units with the Vector 21. In order to do that, you need to push the tab key 5 times in a fast space or a close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That comes up these interaction. But with the R, you can change the units. You see, it is for 3,600 feet, 3,600 European or metric. It's 6,400 a metric, 6,400 feet. So you can cycle between these things, but you need this 6,400 and metric. And when you set it, you need to push the tab 5 times again. And it said it is set. Wonderful. Now that you have set your Vector 21 into 6,400 metric, so in artillery mode, you can measure angles. But if you measure angles, you see it's not degrees anymore, it is in mils. But if you measure distances, it is in meters. So on the left side you will see the mils, and on the right side you will see the distances. But it's not only the beauty of these things are that you not only can measure from your perspective a certain distance and azimuth, but you can do it in between 2 points, like my mortar team and the target area, if you have visual on both. Well, and you can pretty much direct mortar fire or small artillery fire with you see, without maps. This is a tactical implementation, so when you are doing some tactical stuff, you basically don't have a fire direction center or whatever. You need to collect the elements of fire, the distance and the azimuth, on your own, without any advanced tool. And this is this is an advanced tool, but you can do it with the plotter as well, but it is somewhat more fun and less complex. How you do it? Well, to measure the distance and azimuth between 2 points with the vector 21, what you need is to push the tab key. While you keep it pushed, you push the R key, and you see you set the first point. You release the R key and keep the tab key pushed, and you just move your perspective or your sight onto the area what you want to measure the distance and the azimuth with. And what you do is just you put there and you just simply release the tab key, and you release the tab key, and here you go. What you get here is you get the on the left side the azimuth between that 2 points, which is 5393, and the distance is 1174 meters. So now that you know the necessary data, you need to put it down. Well, let's move it down. What was that? Yeah, that was 5,393 mils and 1,174 meters. So let's put it here. The azimuth was 5,393 mils, and the range to our target is 1,174 meters. Well, elevation difference. Is there an elevation difference? You obviously can find it out from the map, but since we have a somewhat experienced forward observer here, he can just guesstimate that yes, there is an elevation difference. It's pretty much, you see, it is on a hilly place, and it is a pretty on the shore. So there must be some, let's say, what 20 meters elevation difference, because the area of the area of where our Scud is, when we need to provide smoke screen, it is some 20 meters lower than the area where we are shooting from. So the elevation difference on our guesstimation would be like it's minus 20 meters. Good. Now what we need it is to prepare the mortar. Let's go back to the mortar team, and here we are. We need to somewhat prepare our mortar. What was the azimuth? Azimuth was 5393, and our, well, you need a. I'm just changed to a bigger. I have installed a bigger compass mod, and in that way, because you can read more precise. And after all, this is a lensatic compass. Well, compasses. Not all compasses are suitable for that. The NATO issued Kamanga is just good enough for that. It is somewhat of half a degree accuracy, so about 8 mils at that distance. What we're shooting, 4,100 meters, 8 mils is 8 meters. So we are shooting at with 8-10 meters accuracy to that distance, but obviously as your range increases, so your accuracy decreases. So at 2000 meters it will be 16 meters difference of 60 meters accuracy, and 10,000 meters it would be 80 meters difference. So with half a degree accuracy you can pretty much orient your mortar with a NATO issued Kamenga lensatic compass. Okay, let's see. So obviously I put it down, it is facing north 6400, but I need to put it 5393, so that would be 5393, somewhere like this. You see how much I need to move it? Well, 18, 28, 38, 48, 58 degrees. I need to move it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 58 degrees to the left. I get into the mortar as a bipod, and from the outside view you have the compass, and whatever it is you just need to hit 58. It is, let's see, 8, 18, 28, 38, 48, 58. I just moved some 58 degrees. Let's get out. And now it is the rough orientation. Let's see what we did here. Get back, and it should be pointing somewhere close to 54. Well, it's 5390, whatever. So it's within the limits of the traverse. I also need to do is to dig in the base plate. Well, it's just zakreplение. It is Russian. Not everything is translated. This is a Tushino mod. So that's what the first thing you need to do. It is you roughly orient your mortar and dig the base plate. What you also need it is the aiming pole. You see, I also wanted to make it somewhat little bit more difficult, because there is not really much any good well-defined vertical line you can orient yourself, except for those probably. But anyway, I just want to show you how to use the aiming pole. I'll put the aiming pole somewhere nearby. How far? Well, the further the better. So you should have a good visual on that. You need to see the aiming periscope. You just assemble the aiming pole. Well, I think it is vertical by itself. So you should be fine. You have your aiming pole. You just roughly oriented your mortar. So next, what you want to do is to find out your azimuth, test azimuth between your mortar and your orientation, which is going to be the aiming pole. So I do that, well, using your compass obviously, but another thing, using the compass, you need to bear in mind that, well, I would leave my weapon here, and probably everything is magnetic metal, like steel, iron, or whatnot, because with every compass operation you need to bear in mind that you need to be as far as possible from all things which disturb the Earth's magnetic field, including your weapon, your steel, whatever. Even if you are using a lensatic compass like this, you want to put off your steel frame glasses and just go as far as possible. So what you want to do is, aiming at your sight, you want to align your sight. You see, I'm pretty much done. Walking back and forth, align your sight with the aiming pole, like this, pretty much. You know, click to the left. You see, they are aligned perfectly, and make a reading, which would be what, 59. 59, and one of those, the distance between two of these, the mil scale, is 20 mils. So you see, between between two units like 60 and 61, you have 5 small lines, so that means it's 20. So that would be 59, 20, 40, 60, 59, 62, 59, 62. Okay, so 59, 62. The orientation. 59, 62. Let's put it down. So my orientation azimuth is 59, 62 mils. Now that we have determined our orientation azimuth, which was 59, 62, well, it is time to try to find out the elevation. What the elevation we need? We are shooting at to 1174 meters. 1174 meters. Let's bring about the range table. And let's see. Well, 1174. Charge 0 will not get there. Charge 1, well, it will get there. The thing is that we are shooting to 1174 meter and we have 20 meters elevation difference. So the good rule of thumb, if it is lower, you need to aim shorter, and pretty much about the same as 20 meters. So we are looking at 1150. We are going to shoot, which is 1150, this one, you see, 1150, and the corresponding elevation to 1150 is 1045 mils. I'm not messing with the I don't really want to mess with the meteorological and all the rest other calculations, whatever, wind correction, temperature correction, because it is after all a smoke grenade. We don't really need to be that precise in our calculation. So 1045 is our, and let's just set that 1045. Why am I setting the elevation first? You will see later. I'll bring up the site, and with the page up and page down, you just now I'm adjusting the site to 1045. 1045, and with the arrow keys, I'm elevating the barrel now until this bubble here starts to get to the middle, and there it is. And now with the I mapped on the home and the end keys the raise and the lowering of the periscope itself. So here I'm just raising, lowering the sight itself, the periscope, not the sight. Okay, and here also I have some problem. You see here, because the mortar is not aligned, I mapped the insert and delete keys for that. But good. That's okay. I set the desired elevation, and now I need, well, the next thing is I need to find out the my sight azimuth reading corresponding to my desired azimuth. How am I doing that? Let me just show you. Any sight orientation, you see, I have any sight orientation which corresponds to desired azimuth is calculated the following way. You have your sight orientation on your current orientation point. You add the desired azimuth, and you subtract the current barrel orientation. And with that formula, you will get the sight reading, what you need to see in your optics, watching at the looking at the at your orientation point. That sounds difficult, but let me just explain it again. So with the mortars, we do the following. We suppose, well, we don't do that because we don't need to do that. We just suppose that the barrel is looking at to our orientation point. So let's see, the barrel orientation will be exactly our orientation azimuth, which is 5962. 5962. Well, if my sight is looking exactly at the barrel, what will be my sight reading? 3200. So my sight orientation, my sight on current orientation will be how much? 3200. 3200. And how about my desired azimuth? My desired azimuth is 5393. 5393 mils. You see? So I have everything. So I'm calculating here the sight and orientation. So I'm calculating the sight reading. I need to see my sight, which is looking exactly at my orientation point, and my barrel will be oriented into my desired azimuth, which is 5393. So let's do the math. We have 3200 plus 5393, and we have the current barrel orientation subtracted 5962, and that equals 3200 plus 5393 minus 5962, that equals 2631. 2631 mils. Okay, so what I just calculated now, it is the 2631. It is actually the sight reading I need to see. Yeah, this is my sight. You know, my sight now is looking 3200, so looking in the barrel's direction, but I need to set it with the Y and X. I need to set it to 2631. 2631. 28, 27, 26, 31. And now I just set the sight to 2631. You see, because I did my rough alignment of the barrel. Now I'm doing the fine alignment of my barrel, that is 2631. And now I am moving the entire, well, the barrel, I'm moving the barrel, not the sight, with the arrow keys, and I rotate my barrel onto the orientation, which in my case will be the aiming pole. Good. Now I need to check again on the leveling. You see, my horizontal leveling just went off. So with the insert and delete keys, I'm trying to get that in level. Good. Now it is in level, and now I need to adjust again with the arrow keys back the barrel. Now I should be fine. So now I'm oriented. I was the elevation the proper. I need to prepare the charges. So that was what? Charge 1. Prepare charges. I need a smoke shell. It's not charge 0, but charge 1. Let's do 3 of this. 1, 2, and 3. Let's get into the, as a loader, let's switch on bullet cam to see what we did, and we load 1 from the ground, charge 1 from the ground, and see what we did. Now we should be hitting Yeah, it just looks good. That's it. Probably we need, the direction is pretty good. We're a little bit over. So what we need to do is to go on into the gunner side and raise a little bit. 46, like 5, 7, 8 mils. That's it. Go again to the loader seat and that should be a little shorter than the previous one. You see, and the smoke is just doing fine. It is generating. I think it is just gonna be perfect. Yeah, we just blinded the people in the house so our squad can move onto its objective. So that is how you orient your mortar with a compass. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.